sports all plays. Yeah. All sports all plays. All sports all plays. 365, we making up plays. You talking the game, get you to the days. We're high in the court, the dime in the lane. Variety topics, living the same. All presentation, sports information. Hitting the airways, taking the nation. All sport, all plays, like working your faces. Grace at the field, so tie the laces. All sports, all plays.
Welcome, everybody. And John, you are starting off where we picked off last episode, where we got into Kyrie Irving. But first, we got to get to the Ravens. I got my man, my representative, the mascot of the team here.
Yes, sir.
Dev, what's going on with your squad? They up 7-0 right now. They 5-3. How you feeling as a Ravens fan?
Right now, I'm most definitely liking his defense now. But that addition of Roquan Smith, boy, he's solidifying that middle of that defense. So right now, our defensive play has picked up a little bit. It's starting to look better.
Yeah, I don't know if this is a great gauge of the defense because this Saints offense isn't exactly world beaters. We all did pick the Ravens in this game. So we're off to a good start. Although our live picks last couple episodes, we've been getting it wrong. So we're gonna see how this go.
I know I did all right this week.
yeah, we can get to that too. Just quick update for everybody. We're gonna pivot for a second to address the Kyrie stuff, but just to give y'all an update, Dev is currently having the best week. You're 4-2 this week. Kenny and I are both 3-3, and then we all have Baltimore winning tonight. So currently, before tonight's game, you were 18-20 on the year. So almost there. It's been a long time coming. We got off to a rough start. But you've gotten back into the swing of things. Kenny, also right there. To reality. 21-22. So he's just a game under. And then there's me, Ray Stradamus himself, Mr. Pick'em Right, Mr. Know-It-All, Mr. Oracle Picks, just whatever you want to call me, I'll take it.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
Oh, man. Bill, no, I don't. I suffer from correctly picking 28-15. I don't know gambling, but I know that's good. So 28-15 with a
damn son, where'd you find this?
So hopefully, ladies and gentlemen, Baltimore will win. All of us will have a winning week. For the first time, we all got there through different paths.
Because y'all most definitely slept on them Jaguars.
So here's the part. Here's the thing. I've been saying Jacksonville's good all the time, but they just can't figure it out. I said the same thing about the Jets. I've been saying the Jets is close. I said when Zach Wilson get back, the Jets gonna be all right. But they finally put it together. But I can't even say that because they was playing the Vegas Raiders, who find ways to lose games. Like I did not predict that. You know,
I did. I told you I didn't trust them no more. I didn't seen enough. Seen enough from them. For them guys to be 2-6, 3-6, something in that nature.
It's dead. And what I did not factor in, I did factor in, but I thought he would be better the second time around. They ain't got no coach.
And that's the second time that he was in a good situation and still messed it up. He had Jay Cutler in his prime, that it was a decent quarterback, and he had a young Brandon Marshall that was hungry. And you messed that up. And then you got a Derek Carr, a Devontae Adams, Darren Waller, a Jacobs, and a 2-6 record. That's all you can show.
and you got Crosby on defense. So it's just unacceptable. He's trash. He got to go. But yeah, that pick is definitely dead.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
We got it looks like Matthew McConaughey is joining the bid for Washington with Bezos and Jay-Z. So it looks like they're putting together a all-star team of bidders. You only need one, Bezos. Everybody else is really just for glitz and glam for publicity, but we all know whose team this is.
They might as well throw LeBron name in there too.
Yeah. You could put me in there too. I got a couple dollars. I ain't got a lot of dollars, but I got a couple dollars.
Well, let me hold something.
No, you can't sell me a team. I only got it for a team.
Back to reality.
So there we go. So what I will say is not the worst week. I did have a correction. Last week when we picked the games, I said Cincy at Atlanta, and it was the Chargers at Atlanta. Either way, I picked the Chargers, or I would have picked the Chargers, and I'm pretty sure we would have stayed the same. We did have that adjustment, but Vegas got me, and Buffalo got us all.
Ooh, good catch.
I just don't know. Buffalo worries me because you don't know which team's going to show up week to week.
I'm not worried. I'd rather Buffalo. If I'm Buffalo, I'd rather go ahead and take my lumps now. You know what I mean? Take these little growing pain games. Because that's all it is Buffalo shot themselves in the foot. You know what I mean? It was just Josh Allen don't really have multiple turnover games. And now it's a potential, hopefully his elbow is not too banged up for him to be out for a couple of weeks now. Because I was just seeing in reports that they had to look at like the nerve in his elbow or something like that to see how's that reacting. So the Bills most definitely, if Josh Allen goes down, then yeah, the Bills might struggle. But if Josh Allen is fine, then I'd rather them take their bumps and bruises to these teams now than to lose it down the line. You know what I mean? To them in week 16, 17, stuff like that.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that. Where I get concerned is Miami's here.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get to Tua in a minute. That division's tough because New England ain't going to go. You're not going to just be able to walk over them.
No way.
They're not nearly as talented, but you can't walk over them.
They well coached though.
Absolutely, they're going to be well coached. I look at what Pat Mahomes did last night, and I'm watching what Baltimore's doing right now, and I've seen what Cincy can be. That's what I'm saying. If I'm Buffalo, I'm concerned. Right. It ain't just 2 or 3 teams out there that you got to look out for. It's minefields all over. I ain't even mentioned the Chargers. Like
if they just get over that injury bug, the Chargers can be right back in, even though they still there.
Yeah, I didn't mention Tennessee. Like
scary team.
It's teams out there, and Deshaun about to come back. And Cleveland's still in the hunt.
A little bit. We gotta see how they in the tail end. You know what I mean? How they.
I'm just saying, there's landmines everywhere.
Oh yeah, of course.
Is gonna rally around him in his return. So I need more consistency. And those last interceptions Allen threw, you can't make them decisions. Those was Aaron Rodgers like, and that's not a compliment. Like, I've
been waiting to do that one. I'm back now.
I'm at a loss at what happens. They have these hiccups, and you just can't do that. That's how you get beat to sometimes lesser teams.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what comes of it. Next we had my man Taylor Heineke. And unfortunately, he got us. But he always gonna get us.
We've been tricked, we've been backstabbed, and we've been quite possibly bamboozled.
Relax. Just relax. Okay? We weren't supposed to win that game. That's the part I don't think people are giving us enough credit. Minnesota's 6-1. We weren't supposed to be in that game. We was up 10. I think it was 10 late in the game. And I've said it before, and I'm gonna say it again. Taylor's going to give you one or two.
Oh, yeah.
Can you take advantage? But if he gives you one or two, he gonna come get it back. And the problem that I had was on the field goal, once they ran the clock down, the dummy, and I forget his name, he just ran right over the center.
What you call him?
The dummy. Like, everybody knows that. I know that. Like, and I've never played D-line in my life, but I've seen it enough to know you can't hit the center.
Can't touch him. You can't touch him at all.
So what the freak were you doing unless you had money on the game? He needs to be investigated. Because that was just blatant idiocy. Unacceptable. And he robbed Taylor of the opportunity to go try and win the game. I'm not saying that Taylor is Tom Brady, but I do know Taylor beat Tom Brady. So that's all I'm going to say about that. Minnesota figured it out. Kirk Cousins got it done. When he needed to, he got it done. But and it was a hostile environment. It was a tough game. It was a good game. But I've said it before, and I'm going to keep saying it. We are a good team. We just a couple pieces away. That D-line is starting to get pressure without having a blitz. And Chase Young is coming back. He ain't even back yet. He's starting to practice. So he better earn. He's going to have to earn his way back. Ain't nothing given here. So I'm still optimistic. Obviously, I don't think we're a Super Bowl contender, but we are a decent team, and we can get Wentz and that terrible contract off our books, and we can, move around a little bit, get some new ownership, get some of these cool names running the squad. This Amazon Stadium, fool around, like, it's different. Them New Jerseys is fire, dog. I don't care what y'all say. We coming. We just ain't there yet. But our division ain't going nowhere either. And that's the disappointing part. Philly's here for a long time. Dallas looks to be here for a long time. And New York might fool around and be here for a long time. I don't know how they keep scamming people in the L's, but they keep figuring out how to win.
Hey, they doing something that Jacksonville can't do. They're doing something that Detroit can't do. They are now doing something that, somewhat that the Commanders, pretty much can't do for real, for real. It's just like close out the games. You know what I mean? It's just, remember the Ravens was having that struggle in the beginning of the year.
Yeah.
Having monstrous numbers, making teams look like, whoa, yo, that they can look like one of the scariest team in the NFL, but then here come the fourth quarter.
Blowing games like women in Vegas. It's ridiculous.
And that's leaving us.
Emotional damage.
But like I said, my Ravens, they start to turn the corner. But the Commanders, it just, I don't know, man. I don't know if it's the coaching for y'all. I don't know if it's the
Ron Rivera is not a good coach. Offensively, our defense is cooking.
Even with some of the defensive lines, don't you got Jack Del Rio over there?
Yeah, the defense is solid, but our offensive schemes is semi-creative. We do some good stuff with Gibson. We do some good stuff with Curtis Samuel, and I'm so glad he's been able to stay healthy. I pray he continues to stay healthy because he's an athlete. He's dynamic. Terry McLaurin is showing he was worth the money.
Finally.
I mean, Lamar, what happened? Like he just got shot. Just fell out, just dropped. What happened? I didn't even see him get hit.
I ain't even see it yet. I'm mad that you made it seem like my man got.
Nah, he was just running. He just like dropped. I've been playing a lot of Call of Duty. Yeah, I don't know what happened. When you get to it, I hope you see it because I didn't see it. But also shout out to Gino. I said it a long time ago. Y'all was clowning me. I said MVP.
That was the only thing that we felt like that you was.
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
You know what I mean? That's just what Lamar do. He just, instead of him taking the hits, he just go down. But Gino, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying he's MVP. If they got most improved player, he most definitely should have that award, comeback player of the year, something.
Facts.
Resurgent player, something. Man, look, put it like this. Seattle as a team should have an award. They all should be MVPs over there. You get rid of Russell Wilson. You get rid of Bobby Wagner. They so-called can't keep a running back and all this other stuff.
And they might have found one now.
And he's a monster. And
I drafted him in a couple fantasies, but he wasn't around all year. So I dropped him. And now he cooking. Crazy.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
And that's the thing. I kept Kyle Pitts' trash self. And it ain't even Pitts. I ain't blaming Pitts. He ain't got nobody throwing the ball.
Marcus Mariota is not bad. It just
Mariota be missing. He missed him.
Yeah, he just inconsistent. He just inconsistent. That's all. That's why Tennessee got rid of him. And I guess he wasn't inconsistent. He couldn't be consistent enough to be a backup. Or Atlanta just gave him that money. They said, you know what, we getting rid of Matt Ryan, so let's just go ahead and take him.
Who that? Drake? Kenyon Drake on the touchdown. Let's go, baby. Woo woo. I didn't even check my fantasy yesterday. I was so busy. I think I should have been all right.
Ain't worried about no fantasy. Let's go Ravens. Y'all see that in the background, man. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, I'm on pace to get this dub in one. Yeah, I mean, get that dub.
But the thing about I'm not gonna get too hyped on this game because, like I said in the previous, in the history, we get up big in the first half, and then the second half we can't score, and the Saints can get hot. So you know, what I mean, we ain't going. I don't want curses, but that's how it's been in the past.
And just for the people, and I get you. I got Kenyon Drake in one league, and I'm playing against Chris Olave tonight. But just know, the guy I'm playing against had Joe Mixon, so I'm currently up like 11, even playing against Joe, because I get it done, son. Long as Chris Olave don't go nuts, just chill out, Chris. But yeah, man, it's been a pretty good fantasy year for me. Been picking some games pretty well. Dang, I cooked him 160.
Sound like you should have just been a betting man this year a little bit.
Yeah, I should have, but
it never goes like that though when you bet.
They're going right.
Mariota, we ain't hating on Mariota.
I ain't no Mariota, but I know what I see. And he ain't it. He got Cordell Patterson back. He came back and with a boom. But there was some penalties and stuff.
He made that defender was like,
I don't know about that, John. I think they still a little bit away.
What he said? What was that?
About the Falcons being young and trying to build. They just traded Ridley away. Oh, no. Like I like Drake London, but you just lost another.
Atlanta just went back 5 years. You know what I mean? Automatically 5 years. You gotta find your franchise quarterback. I'm pretty sure Pitts is not going to. You gotta think about: do you keep Pitts down there? Do you want to waste his years down there? Cordell Patterson is not going to be can't be a running back forever. So Atlanta's in full rebuild. They got to build from scratch. Most definitely. I don't know who their head coach down there, but it look like he's gonna be needing a head coach. You're gonna be needing everything down in Atlanta. So Falcons got a long way to go. Mariota is just a band-aid. But the band-aid, but the cut is still bleeding.
Still bleeding. Just leaking everywhere. John, you said 2 to 3 years. I hear you, buddy. I hope you're right. I like the young talent. I just see the landscape of the rest of the conference and the division, and I don't think they're gonna get it done. I think they're in a similar situation as the Pats.
You'll say, "Yeah, Pats, man. Good way to jump ship."
Nah.
Good way to jump ship. My man said, hold up, hold on. Before y'all take me down like the Titanic.
He said, "Take me down like the Titanic." Oh man. So yeah. That's it. We got you. We got you. So yeah, we can keep moving to the next game. Which was the late? Oh no. Sorry, Tampa Bay and Los Angeles.
I lost that one.
And you know why you lost. Can you please tell the people
one.
why you lost? What did you do that you know you ain't supposed to do?
I'm not saying it, but you know what I mean. Hey, he got it. He got the job done. You know what I mean? But
do not bet against Thomas Edward Patrick Brady.
I put it like this: it wasn't even him. If the Rams ain't get that daggone pass interference, man, if they ain't, I was like, dog, you had one job. You didn't have to touch him. You ain't had to grab him. Nothing. You had one job.
Somebody in bounds. You could do a lot of things.
You had one job, but you decide to get a PI and give Tom Brady a shot inside the 5-yard line. Like, dog,
fish in a barrel.
When I seen that, I immediately just got up and said, game over. There's no point. I don't even want to see the last play. That is like a story. That is a fairy tale story ending right there. You place him at the inside the 5 and just say, hey, a 60-year-old man could have threw that touchdown, man.
But that's what Tom does. That's just what he does. So yeah, I don't. Maybe one day you'll learn. Maybe one day you won't.
I didn't. I bet against him when he came against Baltimore though. I'm gonna definitely bet against him.
That was a fluke.
Oh my goodness! Let me just continue. Just hurt my feelings.
I took the public lashings earlier for my Raiders pick to win the division. Yeah, I got that one wrong. Mm-hmm. We got it. But I got one right. In the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans and Derrick Henry keep figuring it out. They came up short. They gave up a ton of yards. But it went to overtime. Do not sleep on the Titans.
Did we all pick the Titans or did everybody go separate?
All y'all picked the Colts. I picked the Titans. You bums. Yeah. Sam Ellinger looked like me out there.
Oh, yeah.
Carson Wentz, Sam Ellinger, Matt Ryan, all bums. Nah, John, the offense just got to evolve. We're seeing it. You look at what Justin Fields is doing. You look at what Jalen Hurts is doing. Also look at what Kyler Murray is doing. Where you need some talent and you need time in the system. And when you get that, you are good.
You know what else they need to do?
That's what you need.
They need to figure it out at the end of this season. They got to figure it out. Who is your starting quarterback? Is it going to be Tannehill or is it going to be the rookie? You know what I mean?
I mean, for right now, I think you ride with Tannehill when he's healthy because I think we saw. Oh my God! I think we saw that he's better right now. Willis still needs a little time to get acclimated to the offense.
Damn, son, where'd you
And
find this?
he lost his young wide receiver as well.
John,
you shooting tonight. I'm not sure what Justin Fields did to you. I like Justin Fields. I think he's dynamic. I just think it would do him a lot better if he had some more help around him.
I just think I like Shorty a little bit. I ain't fully sold on him yet, but I just think if you put him in a Jalen Hurts situation, I think Shorty will shine. Remember, Jalen Hurts was just like this last year. Like you seen a little glimpse of him. He was like, "Oh man, Jalen Hurts just has something," and then now he got number one wide receiver. Now look at Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? So you get some talent around Shorty. Chicago just confused. They don't know which way they want to go. They're giving up all their good players. It looked like they trying to build for the future because they getting a ton of draft picks. So if you just give Shorty some talent down there, Chicago can. Now that's a team that has a 2 to 3 year chance versus Atlanta. You know what I mean? So I can see a difference in Chicago than Atlanta.
His legs are dynamic. I don't know, and his arm he got strength in his arm.
Bruh.
Like that throw he threw to Mooney on the touchdown to the corner. That was a good throw. But it's gonna take him some time to get there. He
has no talent.
Right. Like a running game would be great. It would be great if he had a reliable running game like Willis and like some of these others, these young quarterbacks. The Eagles are running the ball well. That's what they do.
Ravens run the ball well.
That's what they do. When you have teams that can't run the ball,
Browns run the ball well.
That running the problem. So I think obviously Willis is not, top next level, but I think he's the talent to get there. He just got to have some help around him. And the same thing with Fields. I think he's a good quarterback. He just got to get a little help. I think I'm taking Fields over Dak. I say that.
Ooh.
I'm taking Fields over Dak today.
Ooh. Hey, I hope you watching. Ooh.
Kenny couldn't make it.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? I just tell it like it is. So then we get to tonight's game. Looks like Andy Dalton is starting to put it together a little bit. 8 of 11, 75 yards. The Red Rocket is moving down the field. We know Baltimore. We're going to give a little.
And Andy Dalton, he always get hot.
You know what I mean? Smith. What's that?
I said, Andy Dalton always get hot, no matter what team he on. He always find like a hot streak there and there.
John, you cannot tell me, based on what you've seen in the last 2 seasons, that Dak is definitively better than Justin Fields. Like, don't do that. We got to be honest with what we're looking at.
We're gonna have to pull the stats up.
But you got to think. Imagine if he had Pollard and Zeke and that O-line and that defense and Amari Cooper and CeeDee Lamb and Dalton Schultz. Like, it's not even a comparison. And Justin Fields is still doing work. So it ain't close to me, but it is what it is, especially given the talent discrepancy between the two teams. So you mentioned it earlier. MVP, comeback player of the year. I think we can all agree Geno has locked up comeback player of the year unless he just falls off a cliff second half of the year.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Fall off a cliff, though?
I guarantee you if they put Dak in Chicago, they do not have more than 5 wins. Not a chance. And his release rate is quicker and more accurate. Yeah, because you got people that can get open. You can't name the second receiver in Chicago. Equanimous St. Brown. Like, is that what we doing?
You just said you couldn't name him. You just went out
Like,
there and,
I can name them because it's like my
named him.
job to name them. But if you go to your local barbershop and ask, they ain't gonna know Equanimity of St. Brown. They're gonna be like, what is that? A horse race? That's a Kentucky Derby horse.
Oh man, that was funny. My man said you can't name the second receiver, and then you just went out there and named it.
Name
Oh
Dallas
man,
receivers. What do you mean? There's Gallup's back, CeeDee Lamb is back. You got what's the little speedy dude? I can't think of his name, but that guy, like the tight ends was solid between Schultz and the other guy. And Dallas defense is defense. Yeah, I agree with you, but that allows your offense. When your defense gives you good field position all the time, when your defense is creating turnovers, like that's gonna help. When you got the worst defense in football, like or one of the a slacking defense, you're gonna be in bad positions. You're gonna be backed up a lot. You're gonna be playing from behind a lot. Like all of that matters. So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that. And if Dak turns out to have some great stats and a great year, I'll give him credit. Like I was a Dak fan. I mean, I still am to a certain extent. But I think he got paid and he got a little happy and he's been a little sassy. Got a little diva. Got a couple dollars in his pocket and turned a little diva. Yeah, I mean Dak's situation is just better from top to bottom. There's not one situation that his situation isn't better than Justin Fields. Like I don't know what else to say to that. Everything's better. Even where you play at. So
take a shot at Chicago. Why don't you as the city?
I mean, it's factual. People are moving to the Dallas-Fort Worth area for a reason.
Golly.
I mean, what do you want me to say?
You already said it. It's too late.
That's
So you didn't already said it.
I just gotta be honest with you all. I don't want to get on here and lie about anything. Yeah. I just gotta be who I am. But Dev, who you got MVP? Who you got for your NFL MVP so far? That's a lot of games.
Oof. Oh man. At first, it was Josh Allen. Because I said at the end of the season, I said it was gonna be Josh Allen winning MVP and Lamar was gonna be Offensive Player of the Year. But
did we pick those? Let me check. I don't think we did. No, we did the NBA awards. We didn't do the NFL awards.
I thought we did. I don't know. I might have did it, but right now my MVP. I'm sliding to the defensive side to be my MVP, kind of. And y'all kind of sold me to this guy, man. What? That guy from the Cowboys, man. Yeah, y'all kind of sold me to the guy. I had to look at his stat. I had to look at his games first of all. I ain't even going hold you. I said, man, y'all hyping this guy up, but just a little bit too much. He can't be this guy. And as I looked at Dallas defense, I ain't even worried about the offense. I just looked at all that defensive snaps, really. And yeah, I can almost say he is that guy. It's like, wow. You know, it's like so right now, I'm gonna go ahead and slide it to him right now. I know we know in the real world, a defense is going to be hell won't have to freeze over for a defensive player to actually win MVP. But as of right now, if we had to go offensive player, I would have to just choose right now Patrick Mahomes. He's doing things. He's still out there putting numbers even without the so-called number one wide receiver. But right now, defense, that man Parsons, man, I'm gonna slide him right there. Y'all sold me. Y'all sold me.
John, you talking about one game and don't act like y'all wasn't double and triple teaming them. Like he just different. He just different. I said it to start the year. I said it last year. So he gonna be all right. MVP. This is tough for me. And I'm gonna tell y'all why. And right now, for those of you who don't have League Pass, this Milwaukee Atlanta game is pretty good. I have that on while it's at halftime. 69-65. Holiday just pulled up in transition with a 3. But it's competitive back and forth game if you have it. But MVP for me is tough because you all know I value winning a lot, like a lot. If you're a winner, it's tough. For me, it's between Jalen Hurts. Can't argue with 8-0. 8-0 is 8-0. And the other person for me is going to be a surprise. I criticized him. Said he was crazy this offseason when he kept talking trash about Patty Mahomes and kept trying to sell me on Tua Tagovailoa. But I'm a believer. Tyreek Hill needs to be an MVP. What he is doing in Miami, we all knew going into this year that if Tua didn't get it done this year, he might have been out of there. They was trying to get him out of there last year. And if you look at the team today, that sounds idiotic. How dare you have said those negative things about Tua? That's because of Tyreek Hill. And Jalen Waddle there too. But Tyreek Hill is a game changer.
I can give it to you because right now he's the first wide receiver to get 1,000 yards so far.
He's on pace for over 2,000 receiving yards. And he's in an offense with Jalen Waddle and Mike Gesicki and Raheem Mostert. There's other talented players on that team that are also putting up numbers.
Yeah.
And he's still cooking. So that's my 2. Shout out to him. Shout out to them. We'll see what happens. And quiet as it's kept, I'm going to throw this out there and keep it moving. Pete Carroll might be coach of the year. Ain't nobody saying nothing. A lot of people's talking trash the last year or two. He figured it out. No Wagner, no Legion of Boom, no Russ, no Marshawn, scraps. They traded for Drew Lock.
What happened to him? He locked on that bench, huh?
Courtesy of Gino.
They
wrote, but he ain't called back. Or whatever he said.
I can't argue with that one. I can't argue. There's no argument. Pete Carroll, like I didn't said it. He got a lot of misfits on that team. You know what I mean? A lot of
miscreants.
Nobody didn't believe him. Nobody didn't believe in him. Everybody.
God did.
Ain't nobody believe in DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. They was like, oh no, their careers is going to be done.
With Tyler Lockett cost them that game low key because that was a 3rd and long. He got the ball and he got down because he was scared. And he came up short. And the next drive, it was a 3rd and short, and I think it was the quarterback or somebody powered through and got a first down and ended up running out the clock. Stop playing scared, Tyler. Go get that first down. It's bigger than you. It's bigger than black and white. Shout out to little baby. So I gotta ask. Because I think Kenny was on. I didn't get your opinion. Is Aaron Rodgers a starter in the NFL next year?
Nope. I think he is retiring. I think he's going to kick the bucket after this year. I didn't set it on. I forgot which episode of my podcast, but I didn't set it. Aaron Rodgers messed that team up, man. He single-handedly himself by him going on them hiatus and not trying to deal with the contract negotiation, and he left his man high and dry. And now the Packers are just stuck. They don't know which way to go, how to get out of it. But anyway, they tried to. I was reading that when they traded Devontae Adams to the Raiders, that they was trying to get Darren Waller in return, and they didn't get Darren Waller. Then at the end of the trade deadline, they tried to go back after Darren Waller again, and you still didn't get him. So I don't see Aaron Rodgers coming back, man. Because what team you gonna have? You're gonna have the same unless he feel like that this offseason is going to be the year that he can build with them young guys. He ain't coming back. He gonna be taking another hiatus. This time he gonna host Family Feud. He gonna be dancing with the stars. He gonna do all that, and then he gonna retire. Him and Tom Brady gonna let. You know what? Him and Tom Brady gonna retire together this year.
Ain't no way. Did you watch the game yesterday? You think that man's about to retire?
But just because he can throw a 5-yard touchdown, I don't mean he.
Stop disrespecting the GOAT.
I just said a 60-year-old man could have threw that.
Oh man, could a 60-year-old man have taken him down the field?
Man, you know he took the 45-year-old man down there, but that 60-year-old man would have got down in that inside the 5 and threw that touchdown. It was wide open.
I hear you. Man, I don't know. I got this ESPN thing on. They done put some ads on here for League Pass. When they get ads on League Pass? I thought I paid because I had no daggone ads.
You can't watch it on your phone. That's what happened.
Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Y'all gotta get me right. I don't need that.
They said, look, if it's free, take it how it is.
Nah. We ain't with that. Hold on. The Wizards win. They in overtime. Wow, it's local, so I can't see.
But the Wizards got that.
Oh, it's showing up on my screen wrong. It showed up as 108, but it's 108, 100. So
yeah, Wizards got that.
So
Bucks losing to the Hawks 76-71. I'm looking at, and Trae Young not even playing.
Yeah, he in the sweater. John Tim Murray got him out there working, getting him right, getting him tight.
That's why they went and traded for that guy.
I keep telling y'all, he gonna be the man down there pretty soon. He gonna be the man around there, capiche? The Pacers have come back. They're now 4-5. They're up on the Pelicans. Could get them to 5-5. That price gonna go up on Buddy Hield and Miles Turner if the team's competitive. You had a chance to get them when the price was low. So once again, the Lakers are screwing it up as usual.
Hey, but for the most part, it looks like they kind of got something going. Kind of. It looks like Russ is rejuvenated coming off the bench. So I most definitely still would have pulled that trigger to get Buddy Hield because we need some 3-point shooting, man. We just desperately need it. You can't keep having LeBron averaging 20-something every game and still lose. Just like the other night. We was up on the Cavs. The next thing you know, the fourth quarter happened.
Y'all can't shoot. Y'all don't play defense, and y'all turn the ball over.
No, I mean,
What are you gonna do with it?
Yeah, they had us the first half. I'm not gonna lie.
that's exactly what the Cavs said.
And you know what? There was a guy that used to be on this show that bet me some money that they was going to the playoffs. He got up out of here, but I ain't forget.
I still don't see it.
I know it ain't happening.
I don't see it right now.
This is a bad time to be an LA basketball fan. But we got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we have breaking news out of the NBA. The legend, the slighted, top 75 non-attender. They kicked him out, said, we don't want you. Said, we don't talk about Bruno. Dwight Howard is joining a Taiwanese basketball team, the Taiwan Leopards. He's going overseas.
He is going to dominate over there.
I am going to have to agree with you. I believe if he still has the talent and ability, that he will do great things there. More power and respect to him. We do wish him nothing but the best. So, yeah, man. Shout out to Dwight going over there. And we'll, see what happens. Best of luck, my friend.
I think he's going to dominate. He's going to average 20-20.
You ain't lying. But speaking of people dominating, speaking of the NBA, we talked about it last episode. And I was very passionate then. I am still passionate about it. And to those of you guys that out there that watch us, this topic probably is not going to go away on this show just because I believe it deserves the attention that it is not getting on the other side of this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
You would think that Kyrie Irving is a racist, a bigot, a liar, a cheater, a murderer, a pedophile. Like, you would think he's like the worst of the worst. When in God's green name did we start having a list, a terrorist list of demands for an apology? I gave the money. They rejected it, and now the terms are to give more money. F y'all. This campaign and this crusade that they're on is disgusting. It's disgusting. And I've been super, super supportive of LeBron James off the court. But ever since I started hearing that billionaire talk with LeBron, that lifetime Nike deal with LeBron, they declawed him. They neutered him. And now he's a puppet. And it's really sad to say because I went as far as to say in my privates of my home, I thought LeBron James was a presidential type of candidate. I thought he had that kind of charisma and that kind of boldness necessary to lead people. But I forgot how terrible of a teammate he's been over the years. I allowed the I Promise School and some of the other stuff to cloud my judgment. You are a clown and a joke. And for you to say what you said about Migos and the passing of Takeoff, about when you started listening to their music, just over clout chasing, dog. Like, you were so much better than that. Like, it was fun in games for a while when LeBron would just say goofy off the wall stuff because it's LeBron and he's amazing. But it's played out and corny now. And this tap dancing and BS you call yourself doing in your own self-interest, all those people that's been speaking out recently, now all of them want to own a team. Everybody that was real silent about Kyrie, you want to know why ain't nobody pointing the finger at Amazon? Because they all trying to partner with Amazon to buy the Washington Commanders. Y'all bought and paid for. Y'all richer than most people, third and fourth generations could ever imagine. And as soon as all y'all got y'all money, y'all went and turned into clowns. Stephen A. Smith was first, and it's just followed ever since. I think Stuart Scott's rolling over in his grave watching these black men on TV tear down these black men. For what? What are you helping? What are you advancing? What benefit are you giving to the community you supposedly care about by tearing down this black man, calling him an idiot? When your theater, Shaq, previewed the same movie. The theater that you own played this movie. So when did Kyrie become an idiot? Was it before or after your theater played the movie? Like, it's beyond sad at this point. And Cardi B said it about Madonna, when your idols become corny. Like, these people that were mythical figures, these people that we've supported and rode for, it calls into question why you were the face of Papa John's after the racism scandal. What made them think to give Shaq a call? Because they know. Corny, dog. Super corny. And Adam Silver, you a clown too. An absolute clown. You taking this personal? When Riley Cooper said what he said, I ain't seen none of this. Y'all so mad at a movie that talks about removing or saying that the Holocaust allegedly was fake. And at some point, I'm actually going to go watch it. Because the more I'm starting to see, the more I'm starting to get mad because the stuff I'm seeing coming out ain't nearly what the stuff they saying was in the movie. But y'all act like it's so terrible to say that the Holocaust was a hoax or didn't happen. But I'm literally watching politicians in America today erase slavery from our history books. So don't tell me how offensive it is to act like something didn't happen. The movie Till, that profits off of the brutal murder and lynching of a child, wasn't made by a black production company. They were Jewish. They are incentivized to monetize our culture's demise. And I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of people getting on TV and using their platforms to simply tear down people when they ain't did no research of their own. LeBron James always reading page 1 of every book, which is why I got up there and said something dumb. You know it's true. Ain't never seen that man pass page 1 in a book. I'm just really disappointed. I'm disgusted by it. And I am glad to start to see lesser people starting to speak up in support of Kyrie. Because it's really sad that through all of the issues that LeBron has had and him speaking out, Kyrie's always been supportive. They had their personal beefs. But LeBron's been a jerk of a teammate a number of times. And this is it's just sad to see these people going out like that. I'll get out the way. If you have anything else to add, I'll give you the floor.
I totally agree with you, Ray, man. And it sucks because at first I wasn't going to speak on it. You know what I mean? I felt like everybody is confused about the whole situation. And I'm the piggyback on what you said about LeBron. Where is this so-called brotherhood that the NBA is supposed to have? Do you know what I mean? It's so funny how everybody can band together to get these owners out when it's something racial or anything in that nature. But when a guy like Kyrie and feels that he likes to be different, you know what I mean? It's a problem. Like being different is a problem. We was always taught as growing up to be leaders and not followers. You know what I mean? To figure it out how to be your better man or woman or better human as possible, anything in that nature. And for everybody to sit here and bash this guy off of retweets, something that he didn't put his thumbs, his thoughts, or anything in that nature. All he did was just hit a simple little square little like symbol and said, seems interesting. And now it seems like y'all trying to force this great talent to an early career. You know what I mean? Trying to force this talent to not flourish. You know what I mean? And like you said, it's a shame that instead of sitting here bashing the man, sitting here trying to force him out of his professional job, why not? Like I said, back to the beginning, what happened to the brotherhood sitting down with this guy and say, hey, Kyrie, man, what's your view on this? Let me understand what you're trying to say on this. Nobody reached out to that man and say, yo, what's your point of view about this? It was just like, oh, nope, it's a bad about the Jewish. We can't talk about the Jewish people. We can't talk about the Jewish community. They are off limits to anything in that nature. Because where was all this hype when Kanye said that slavery was by choice? You know what I mean? Where was all this static at then? It was, oh, we ain't listening to Kanye. Kanye just crazy. He goes through this ramble or anything in that nature. Nobody tried to educate this man or tried to belittle this man. It was just
Now they killed him for it. That was the whole TMZ thing about it.
But they ain't kill him that long then.
That's Kanye, because he's great.
And you think Kyrie's not great at his profession?
No, he's absolutely great, which is why there's a chance he'll play again. If I'm trying to think of, I don't want to slight nobody per se. If Kyrie wasn't a multi-year all-star and he was the 10th guy on the bench, he would never see the court again. And there's a GM that came out today and said he don't think Kyrie will ever play in the NBA again. So,
and that's crazy. That's absurd. But hey, Brett Favre's story swept underneath that rug. Ain't no
smoke.
It just blew a little bit. They started the little fire, they rubbed the sticks together, and that was it. You know what I mean? They swept that. It's just crazy the world that we live in. We're gonna sit here and bash this man, but Brett Favre walks away free. You know what I mean? Amazon. But if everybody was so big on this whole, if Amazon is the production company or whoever produced this, however, why nobody want to get rid of that Amazon Prime? How come the NFL and the NFL Prime still having this nice contract still going?
Right.
You know what I mean?
If Nike is canceling Kyrie or suspending its relationship, how do you still have a relationship with businesses that support Amazon? If your standing on the movie is that offensive, then anybody with a heart should be boycotting Amazon. If it's the same way you're boycotting Kyrie, who's not getting paid off the movie. Amazon is literally making money off of the movie.
And like you said, it played in Shack theaters. It's playing in theaters, so it's just not on Amazon Prime. So that means Amazon Prime is probably in business with AMC, Regal, whatever theater that's playing it. So that's a lot of movie theaters, and for it to reach this much of a surface, because it's a lot of movies that didn't reach this surface or nothing like that. You know what I mean? And it's not even a big name movie.
The truth is, until the media caught and ran with it, nobody cared about the movie. The tweet went out and nobody cared until the media cared. And it's disturbing. I don't know what your religious preference is, but in my religion, they say there's going to be an end of days. And I am seeing how it's going to work. Where if you ain't down with what's going on, they going to get you out of here. You ain't going to be able to eat. You ain't going to be able to shop. You ain't going to be able to do nothing.
You can't be different.
Can't be different. We love arts and creativity, but we hate people's ability to create if it's not in our box. That's what makes them great.
You know what, Ray? We just came up with a shirt slogan, man. We should go ahead and create it. Can't be different, and just have a big old Y in the back. Just Y.
Yeah, something that simple, man.
You know what I mean?
Hey, that's ours. Whoever listening, don't go run and do what we do.
It just popped in my head, man. That's the slogan, man.
You can't be different. And it's unfortunate. And I will say, like, I love the NBA. I do. I've loved it really all my life. I would tell anybody I'd rather play and watch basketball over football any day of the week. But I'm really, really, really disappointed in the NBA and its players and how they've handled this. I get it. If you truly believe it was anti-Semitic and all that, I understand that. But to act like and allow the media to destroy one of your brothers like this?
How is it anti-Semitic? Anything if he just retweeted? Like I'm still
him tweeting it is a form of promotion. And basically what they're saying is if you tweet something, you agree with everything that's associated with it, which is just not true. Andy Dalton just got crushed.
So if that's the case, then we should have believed when LeBron said he was the first to listen to the Migos.
LeBron has a history of lying. Like, even if he was listening to Migos back then, he ain't know none of the words. Because he keep putting himself rapping videos and he don't know none of the words.
I'm always right. In the day and the night. Hey, whatever you was saying. Oh man.
And again, it was all fun and games. Oh, Dalton, I don't know. He might be down, he might not. He might have held it long enough. There's a challenge coming, but he got smacked.
Oh yes, sir.
So it's just disappointing. And I wouldn't be staying on it, and I wouldn't be talking about it if I didn't care. And I really, really believed in LeBron and what he stood for. But I've seen way too many people when they get to that level of wealth from our community, it goes sideways. And I'm not going to list off the names because I don't want to put bad lights on a bunch of black people, but it's really sad. It's really, really sad to see that many people get paid to just shut up and have their voice taken away for $1. But maybe if I'm in that position, maybe I'll make the same decision. Maybe I won't. I'm not sure. I'm not as far removed from reality as they are. I know what it's like to be a regular person, and they seem to have forgotten that or never had to. LeBron's been a celebrity since he was 16, so more than half his life he's been this guy. He keeps saying he's the kid from Akron, but your actions speak louder than your words. So my question to you, sir: do the Brooklyn Nets make the playoffs?
Yeah. I'm gonna say yeah.
That was about the most unconfident,
It's not.
positive answer I've ever heard in my
It's
life.
not. It's not. You know what I mean? Because I'm just sitting here just thinking like, man, KD is about to lug a lot of baggage. He's about to lug a lot of baggage, man. It's like they got okay players. Seth Curry, okay. Royce O'Neal, okay. Joe Hurst, okay. Claxton, okay. Ben Simmons. I still think he got to get some more win underneath him. He just looked like he's not in basketball shape. It just looked like he's forced to be out there right now. I don't think he did any type of workouts, conditioning, IQ, the game. I don't think he did. I don't think he did a lot as he was sitting out that whole entire time. And you can just kind of see it. He don't look too explosive. He don't look like he got fresh legs. He just looked like a body out there at times. So KD, I just think he's just that good of a player enough. And if they keep up with Bron as the head coach, I think he's a good enough coach to actually get them into the position to make the playoffs. Now going deep into the playoffs, I don't see it. Nah, I can just see them a first round exit. I don't think they get swept this year. I think they at least get one game or whoever they play. But I don't see Brooklyn going too far.
And just a quick update: Andy Dalton was ruled not to have fumbled. He held on long enough. 17-3 Ravens. Saints are moving, so we'll keep you guys abreast of that. I don't know, man. I think Brooklyn a mess. I think the coaching situation, the GM situation, the Kyrie situation, the KD situation, the Ben Simmons situation. Trade everybody.
Dang.
Now,
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
you're not gonna get any kind of value for Kyrie right now because the league is a bunch of sheep that are clowns. But
I bet you the Lakers don't want Kyrie now.
if I'm Kyrie, I'm not going to play with LeBron now.
Nope.
Ain't no way.
If I'm
I've come out
Kyrie,
and been apologetic about you. I've supported you. I've made it public how I've grown and matured, and it wasn't all your fault. And this is what you do. Nah, we
Kyrie,
good.
go to Golden State. And it ain't a realistic. It is not going to fit. You had to get rid of Jordan Poole.
I'm not going to
and
lie
maybe
to
Clay.
you. I mean, Clay and Draymond, I think, are both gone anyway. I won't lie to you. That would be a really good fit, but he would be more of a bench player. And I don't know if he's willing to do that.
No, not yet. Not in this
I think
stage
the
of
culture
career.
and the environment, if they welcomed him in,
Mhm.
I think he could do well there. I think there's a couple other places, Miami,
Maybe Chicago.
Yeah, because Lonzo, it don't seem like Lonzo coming back. I don't know what's been
Nah.
going on with him, but it's been way too long. So
Um,
there's a lot of places I think he could
maybe even
exist.
Washington. I think him and
We're
Bradley
not
Beal.
going to do that.
Nah, I don't think y'all.
I mean, I would be happy with it, but we're not going to do it.
I think that'll make y'all too small though. Him and Bradley Beal in the backcourt, but that'll make one heck of a one-on-one ISO ball with those two though. Woo, because Bradley Beal he is unguardable at times. He got some shiftiness in him.
Porzingis been healthy. He's been looking good. Kuzma been pretty consistent. We got
Hey, I
Rui.
said it. I like that Will Barton and Morris down in there with y'all. You know what I mean? It fits y'all.
So we doing a little some. Nah, man. We try and get
I
there.
meant to start something on the group chat. I see the Washington and Knicks was either about to play or y'all already played. Can't remember. But I was getting ready to stir something in the pot though.
Oh, well, how kind of you. Just trying to see something real quick. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I have for the Kyrie topic for now. And we'll see as more stuff comes out. Hopefully, and Steven Jackson did step up and say something, but he bought George Floyd's daughter a house. Like, you should have been
Right.
stepped up. Where you been? Thanks for conveniently jumping out there now that the internet's been on you when you was talking crazy to Ye. Now you're trying to get back into good graces. So now you want to jump behind Kyrie when you ain't really got no skin in the game.
Right.
Like, missing the boat.
Steven Jackson got a little bit of juice in the game, man.
I
Got
ain't
a
seen
little
it.
bit.
I ain't seen it, but I digress. So to positive news, do you know who's 8-1?
In the NBA,
The Cleveland Cavaliers.
should have been
Donovan
8.
Mitchell's
Should have been 7.
Cleveland Cavaliers are 8-1. Is it time to admit Cleveland is a championship contending team? Dev?
Not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It's not yet. Still too early, man. It's still too early because I need to see them go through a little bit more adversity. I need to see how they played okay when Garland was out. But now let's flip it out. Well, I don't want to wish no injury on anybody.
Yeah, let's
But
not do that.
let's just say Donovan Mitchell leaves out for a couple of games. Now Cleveland, I understand Cleveland played together last year and they still got that little momentum, but Donovan Mitchell kind of puts you on that next hump. Honestly, in my opinion, Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers put you over the Miami Heat and you up there knocking on the door with the Boston Celtics in that Eastern Conference with the Milwaukee Bucks. So I can say you can throw them in the mix up there now, but I just need to see them go through a little adversity. Because look at Chicago. Chicago jumped out on a great streak last year, and then once that the injury bug hit them and that long 82 season started weighing down on them, they went from first to what they ended up like 5th or 6th seed when it's time for the playoff seeding. So Cleveland, great move to get Donovan Mitchell. Great move for having that star player that can go ahead and get you that star player bucket. Because Donovan Mitchell can get you that, but I'm just not gonna put them over Boston or Milwaukee yet.
Okay, I'm good with that. I picked Milwaukee to go to the chip, so I'm definitely with you on there. Boston has figured it out. Oh, so let me take another right turn. I don't want to hear nothing else about the issue with minorities getting hired for coaching positions. Because I was always told it's a billionaire who's super rich. You can't tell him what to do with his team. But as we sit here, Ume Udoka still has not got hired as the Brooklyn Nets coach when he was supposed to be hired about a week ago because of public backlash. So don't tell me that as a public, as a people, if we wanted to, we could pressure these people into hiring more minorities, if that's what the message is.
Oh, your guys and the Eagles play next Monday. Oh,
Who you talking about?
interesting. The Commanders and the Eagles play next Monday night. Interesting.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. Because this to make another right turn. Look how easy Jeff Saturday got a job today. Look
I
how
thought it was a
easy.
joke.
I thought it was too. I had to keep refreshing it, and then it was serious. I was like, "Hold on, did he coach college?" I'm like, he was sitting on the countdown with Randy and them on Sunday mornings and on Get Up on Monday mornings. Sometimes I'm looking like, hold on, I'm confused. But he is the interim coach. So I'm sitting there thinking, like, you telling me you got a room full of coaches, trainers, and you didn't have for the last year or two that none of them people, none of them was good enough to coach you for the rest of the year, but your former center is capable of running a team.
I don't know.
I'm just that's right there can tell you a billionaire can hire who they want. That right there. That right there, that but hey, like you said, Udoka can't get a job. You know, well, he's supposed to have been hired, but oof. But no, good luck, Jeff Saturday. I wish nothing but the best of luck, man. Coach is a runt, so hopefully you can do something. I don't know what you can go down there and do. I didn't know you had coaching in you. You know what I mean? But I guess we all got coaches in us. If this guy can just get up and get an NFL job that he's like, wow.
Yeah, I did not have that coming. I'm not gonna lie to you, but I guess it kind of is what it is. So I guess shout out to him. Congratulations on the job. And yeah, that's all I got. Best of luck, because that team is not looking great, and you need a quarterback bad.
Now, what if he turns that team around? I'm just hypothetically. I don't believe in it. I don't see it. But what if that team just somehow just stop winning? Like,
I mean, I guess anything is possible.
yeah, anything is possible. But at the same time, would you say it was Frank Wright's fault or Jeff Saturday is just that guy?
So if it was me, what I would say, if he turns it around, especially if he turns it around with Sam Ellinger, he might be you might want coach of the
year. You gonna jump over Pete Carroll?
Yo, if he can turn around that team with that quarterback, yeah, they gotta pay him a little more. Cause that'd be wild.
That'd be wild. Like, I would think that would be a setup. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I would think that the NFL need to look into that because that is most definitely you telling your players don't play for this coach, we'll pay you a little bit more money if you just do bad for him. Don't do right. We got another guy that we want y'all to do right for.
I mean, that's kind of what they did in Houston. They brought him in for a year, let him deal with that BS, and then they got him out of there and brought somebody else in.
Yeah, they hired another black guy to take the another fall for it. You know what I mean? But the Texans almost beat the Eagles the last week. So
yeah. Yes, indeed. We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna keep it moving. So I know I've been critical of LeBron off the court with his comments about Kyrie. And Lamar just flat out missed somebody. It was a duck of a throw.
Likely.
But that that wasn't you just he could have caught it, but just make a better throw. That came out like a duck. But LeBron James, for those of you who may not have been following because you love everything he does and maybe you worship the ground that he walks on, Sports Sensei, you think that he can do no wrong, potentially. I don't know. I don't know what your thoughts are on LeBron James specifically. But I have a few numbers that I would like to go over because you would think 24, basically 9-7 is pretty good, right? What if I told you LeBron James is shooting 44% from the field? LeBron James. He averages 50% for his career. And currently he is shooting the worst he has ever shot by far. I also would have you draw your attention to the 3-point line. We're currently, as I look for it, it doesn't show here as a. Oh, yes, it does. He's currently shooting 21% from 3. That means if he shot 100 3-pointers, he would make 21 of them. And the great words of Michael B. Jordan. Is this your king? Is this who you want me to believe is the
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
If y'all don't get y'all tired sheep group baloney out of here, 21% from 3, and you keep shooting them. So not only is he shooting 21% from 3, he's averaging almost 7 a game. This is atrocious. Skip Bayless always compares Aaron Rodgers and LeBron James as being divas and blame deflectors. Who knew they'd fall off a cliff at the same time?
Andy Dalton took a hit.
He got boom bapped. He's taking a couple hits. They're going to need to put him in the cold tub.
Boy, if only if our pass rush would show up every week like this.
Your pass rush is definitely more consistent than LeBron James' 3-point shooting percentage. I'll tell you that.
Ooh.
So I say all that to say and to ask, are we watching the end of LeBron James as we knew him?
Yes, we are. You know what I mean? Yes, we are. As we always stated that Father Time is undefeated. And as you alluded to, and as we can see that in his commercials, who is his guest star on them commercials? Not just his kids. It's Father Time. He knows that Father Time is on his back. You know what I mean? And it's cool that he's able to still average 20 plus. And 20 now? You know, and that shows that he still has that level of greatness that he can still go out there. But we are coming to the tail end of his career, as we can see it. And I had this conversation with my homeboy the other day, and he was like, why the Lakers can't get it together? They got AD and LeBron on the floor. I was like, well, they also got Father Time on the floor too. You know what I mean? He's on both of that back. He was like, yo, but AD not that old. I say when you take so many bumps and bruises along, Father Time has no age limit. You know what I mean? He catch you when he catch you. And if your body is old, like AD, Father Time is up on him too. So they all sitting on the bench together. All the time, AD and LeBron, and that's why honestly I think the Lakers are, we reached our peak. Laker Nation, we reached it. There is no glory coming out of this AD and LeBron story no more. No more. I am at the verge of blowing it up. Get rid of everybody. Might as well start from scratch, or at least keep Russ. But it's time to blow it up. You know what I mean? That AD and LeBron duo, that's done. That's over. That time is that shit. That's the Titanic right there. It's going down. It is going down, and the band is still trying to play, but eventually they all gonna be at the bottom of the ocean too, man. And like I said, it's cool. It's good that LeBron is still out here kicking it at 20 years, but that the Lakers messed it up when they got rid of all those good players. Markieff Morris, Dwight Howard, A.B. Bradley. It was probably, I'm leaving off a couple other people. But once you got rid of those good role players, the people that was able to play their position and able to shoot the ball also, that was the exit ticket right there for the Lakers. And I don't see it. I don't even see us getting to the playoffs. You know what I mean? Not even a play in. I just don't see it right now. And thanks a lot for all the time.
Well, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Creme brulee, crumble LA.
Ooh.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
Hey, somebody bring the excavator.
Kenny Drake is eating now.
Yeah, I need him to eat. I'm down 10 and I got him. So let's go, Drake.
You come back on your first game and you got a hamstring injury. Come on, DJ.
Wasn't nothing there. Yeah, I mean that's normal. D Jackson stay hurt. He been hurt.
Yeah, but on your first game now we
That's gonna happen.
I guess it was that when you're 35 and you ain't been in training camp and stuff like that.
The hamstring.
My God,
I like DJ.
That's my guy. I've been a fan of him.
You're. So yeah. Hopefully he's all right. Kenyon Drake, go ahead and score a touchdown here, buddy. That'd be phenomenal.
He already gave you a touchdown, man.
And I need more. What do you mean?
I ain't gonna hold you. We need more too. Go ahead and pile it up. Let's go in the bye week. Get rested, get healthy. Hopefully get Mark Andrews back.
For sure. Before we do get up out of here, because that is all that I really had for tonight, I did want to pose this question. If the NBA does not allow Kyrie Irving to play again, what happens?
Far as what you mean by what happened?
If they Colin Kaepernick, Kyrie. Because the argument versus Cap was he couldn't really play. So they could hide behind that. You can't tell me Kyrie can't play in this league. Lamar.
If Kyrie can't play, I hate to say it. I think if Kyrie can't play, nobody's not going to care. There's not going to be no fight. It's not going to be no how they did how they tried to do for Colin Kaepernick, because they like you said in the beginning of the show, man, they are puppets. You know what I mean? And if you're not going to fight for him now, you're not going to fight for him later. You know what I mean? So if you don't have the back of pretty much the OGs and the GOAT of the game now, how you gonna make it back? Who's gonna fight for you? You know what I mean? So I hate to say it. I think if Kyrie get banned from the NBA, nobody's gonna care but us Kyrie supporters. And that's gonna suck. You know what I mean? And if that happens, I might take a break from the NBA. I might actually take a break because I think, you know, some of these guys like Melo should be on the team. Dwight Howard should be on the team. Kyrie most definitely should be on the team. And if you're trying to take these guys' profession away off of something, off of a simple conversation, a simple something that could have been done, instead of him sitting here just beating this man to he contemplating on retiring, or it's going to be him getting blackballed from the NBA, that sucks. You know what I mean? So I honestly, like I said, if we are true Kyrie supporters, I just think that we should take a break from the NBA game.
That is really where I wanted to get to, and you went right there. Is I've said I personally had to make a decision. In the music that I listen to, in the wake of the most recent murder, that I just can't keep being a part of stuff that I don't support or that I'm not a fan of. And I love basketball. Like I said, I bought League Pass for multiple years. I've played it or watched it all my life. But man, it will be really hard to watch it if they do that. And the part that's really sad is I went to the Wizards have a G League team here, the Capital City Go-Go. Shout out to them.
A word? Oh man, I gotta catch that. I gotta catch one of
Oh
that
yeah,
games.
you ain't far.
Nah.
Nah, it was really dope. It's in DC, it's in Southeast. But it's in
You going to another one?
Yeah. I sat courtside for $50.
When you let me know, we'll talk. You know, let me know, man. I most definitely want to catch one of them games.
Literally while we was on the phone, or not while I was on the phone, while we was on the show, I was checking. Team USA basketball is coming there in like the next week or two, and they're playing Colombia and Brazil or something.
Okay.
So we can talk off air, but no, I'm gonna try and go more often. It was really cool. It was a good experience. Like I said, it wasn't that expensive. And for real, ASAP, that could be an opportunity if you were willing to come down. We can tag team that, because I was definitely considering. You know, it was a good game.
Yeah. You know, what I mean, most definitely.
They had a couple NBA players, you know, past players. Chris Dunn was playing from Chicago.
Word? I didn't know he was out the league. Okay.
Yeah, he was down there. Dang, it was a couple. It was like 3 or 4 other people, and their names are all escaping me right now. But no, it was a good game, real good game, good entertainment. So we can talk about that. But my point is, like, I'm really trying to lean into the basketball thing, man, and this Kyrie thing gonna bother me.
Mm-hmm.
The part that be tough is excuse me.
Get it out, man. It's choking you up. You all right?
Boycotting the NBA, it makes me sick. I'm trying to get it out. That affects a lot of black people. A lot of black people are fed by the NBA. And that was my issue with the Kaepernick thing. Is you want to support him, but at what expense to potentially other people?
Mm-hmm.
I would say it would make it a lot easier if they would also support him. But if I'm just sitting over here looking dumb, not watching basketball and for no reason, then that's not really effective to me. There needs to be a more effective way. But no, we can definitely talk about that because I was trying to figure out somebody else to go with. Because my girl, she cool, but media and the phones and just it's just a different experience. It was cool for a date night, but long term, it wasn't really the engagement I was looking for, given the level of competition that we were watching.
Right.
So yeah, we can definitely keep that in tow. We'll talk about it, and then if we go or when we go, let's say when we go, we can obviously bring that back here, discuss it with y'all, talk about it.
Shoot, we might can go. We might just me and you can just go ahead and just go live on that down there.
Yeah,
keep a little. You know what I mean?
There's opportunity there. I ain't gonna lie to you. We probably talk and get Jay involved, but I had a good time, and the games are spread out enough. You'd only have to drive like once or twice a week. So it was cool. And the season go till March, so it don't go all summer like the NBA season does.
Right.
So good time. Definitely a good time and experiencing that. So shout out to them and the G League for giving players an opportunity.
Most definitely.
Johnny Davis, our first round pick this year, was playing. I got to tell you, I didn't love what I saw. I didn't see the kid play.
Well, that's what G League is for.
There was another guy there. I forget his last name, but he was cooking. I was yelling because I was on the baseline. I was yelling. Somebody stop him. Like he just kept. If the ball touched his hands, he was gonna shoot it. Like he was gonna attack the basket.
$50 for a courtside seat.
Courtside. We got a little bit of time here. We can fill in. Those of you who are watching, we definitely appreciate it. But I can give you a little, just a little taste of kind of where I was. Let me see how quickly I can get this over. So I apologize. Technology can be a great thing if you know how to use it.
Yeah, they say smartphones is not for dumb people.
See, there he go, talking crazy.
Throw my little shot in there.
How
interception.
Another sack. Is that what I just saw?
Interception.
Another interception. I was looking away. Yeah, it looks like I'm a in this week with a positive win loss. This one we can pretty much wrap that up.
Yes, sir. I lost one. That's cool. Could have been undefeated.
Hey, everybody can't be me. So, don't take it personally. Continue to hang around.
I like your funny words, Magic Man.
I am more than, willing to, help assist you.
What do you mean by that?
November 5th, is that today at 7 or something? I don't know. I was trying to send it over, but I don't think it did what it was supposed to do. Or wherever this thing went. Let me see. I see it's right here.
You blame this on Ray. Doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah, I don't, and I'm trying to be better, and I apologize to y'all. But anyway, it's a really good opportunity. Really good opportunity to be entertained. A lot of stuff for the kids. Food was relatively well priced. So yeah, man, I had a good time. It was a good time overall. So
we're definitely gonna link up. We're gonna hit one of them, or at least a couple of them games.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, that's really all I got. It was a good evening, everybody. We got ourselves come on, Kenyon Drake almost got in the end zone. Come on, baby. Let me get one more. I'm like, what game was we watching? I forget. Kenny had somebody playing, and he was trying to figure out how to get it done. Come on, Kenyon Drake look like a receiver. He don't even look like a running back.
Yeah, man, but he is a bruiser though. He ain't
He
scared
run
to.
hard.
He most definitely ain't scared of no contact.
He definitely runs really hard. So
that's that Alabama.
Here we go.
Speaking of Alabama, you see they took a major dip this year, man.
Rightfully so.
Major dip.
Kenyon Drake touchdown, ladies and gentlemen.
Is that because the Prime had that top prospect? You think he's gonna hold that? You know, when Nick Saban was talking all that trash about Prime, Coach Prime.
Yeah, it is. I will say we can spend some time on that. I will say it has been interesting to see the fall from grace we've seen seemingly out of Alabama here recently. So it could be a time. Coach K walked away. It might be time for other people. We might got to start having that conversation. I don't want to have it, but it may be time.
You think Nick Saban is the reason of Alabama decline for right now?
I think the NIL definitely makes things more competitive. It makes for more balanced recruitment. And when you don't have the entire NFL in your offense and defense of first starting 11, it makes things a little bit more difficult. So I think he's seeing that now some of them holes and deficiencies he used to have, they don't have as much talent to overcome it. And this is just a quick, if you can see that.
That's close.
Yeah. So it was just me and the camera guy was right here.
Ray say, man, you could have got ran into. Look like if they was
they crushed the cameraman. Well, they didn't crush him, but they hit him pretty good one time. So we had to keep our heads in the game and our hands ready. That's not the highlight you want.
Yeah, Kyrie said you said your lady was in her phone, man. You don't want that.
Yeah, and that's why I had to be on guard.
Ray say, man,
right in the head.
Your lady get bopped in the head, man. What you doing?
Laughing. Dang. You should have been paying attention. Like if you get hit in the head because you ain't paying attention, I'm laughing. If you get in the head because you tried to catch it and I didn't save you, I'm gonna feel bad. But if you wasn't paying attention, hey, that's comedy.
Oh man, ladies and gentlemen,
what you want me to do?
Don't get me wrong, I'm laughing, but I don't think that would have been the first thing I said. I'd have, you know what I mean? I'd have asked my wife, "You all right? You cool? You sure? All right now." You know what I mean? You got to pay attention. You know, you don't want to keep getting smacked in the face now. It's a little bit embarrassing. I ain't going to laugh at you all, Brett. Ray, you're a petty man, brother.
I'm not. But
that man is all the time petty.
Being honest, like I think if you see it happens, be like, oh snap, like what happened? And you'll be like, but then you'll be like, oh, I don't want to laugh because everybody looking, but you know, that's just what happened. You know, you ain't paying attention, you got whacked. It's like,
dude, dang, you ain't even gonna ask if she all right first. You just gonna laugh.
Nah, it's just a reaction. And then I'm like, oh man, and God
forbid,
eyelash off or knock her hair off or weave out, or you know what I'm saying? Like, or her face be on the ball for women that wear a lot of makeup or something.
Oh man,
it just get ugly. And the same thing if it was me and you got hit in the face, I'm laughing.
Oh yeah, I'm laughing at you too. So, you know what I mean? Because you ain't my date. You know what I mean? So I'm laughing.
Yeah, we're married now, so it's all right. We can laugh at each other. It's okay.
Yeah, I still wouldn't laugh at my wife.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a fun one. Wait, they're doing the highlight. I was about to say, Kenyon Drake got the ball again. We good money, but this is the highlight.
Nah, man, calm down, killer. Calm down.
I think Kenyon Drake's night. Oh no, it might be over.
It's over.
I need 2 points.
It's over.
He's done everything. He's done his part. Other people let me down. I can't even be mad. But I do hope they put him back in the game. And
Well, I'm pretty, between. Well, he the high hand, so he might, because he still got Justice Hill over there, but he got the high hand.
yeah. 18 carries, 80 yards. So, shoot. Where they at? Where they running the ball? If we're gonna give me another touchdown.
Here you go. Here you go.
I mean,
They is not going to put him in. They're going to put Mike Davis or Justice Hill in. Watch.
Oh, you're right. It's a blowout.
Look what they say. I wouldn't be surprised if Lamar not coming back in. It's garbage time.
Well, that's
we get him off the field now.
That really stinks. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, until Thursday, I believe we will be on Thursday. Stay safe, stay warm, enjoy, and let's go Kenyon Drake. Everybody, let's put our powers combined. Kenyon Drake is going to deliver me another victory. Have a great one. Dev, stay up. We will be in touch. Take care.
Whole sports all plays. Yeah. Whole sports all plays.